Hey, good afternoon. Good afternoon. It is Friday, kind of the free-form Friday. Mark's Message, Peachtree Corners, Georgia, the peachiest place on the planet. As you know, I'm going to give my shout out. So we'll start out with Grow Live, Go Live, the Academy, Ken Walls and his entourage of virtual streamers, Jeffrey Gitomer and his emerging sales winners, his diehards, and that illustrious group known as the Megamind. And with all that, I'm going to ask you a question. It's kind of been bugging me. So, what type of person are you? Do you demand respect, earn respect, command respect? We're going to take a look at like four behavioral type, I guess I'll call it an analysis of analytical, assertive, amiable, and animated type people. But before I do that, I have to share this with you. I really do. I'd totally be remiss if I didn't do this. So when you talk about people that do this for a vocation, and I'll tell you who this is. That's one shot of the gentleman. Here's another shot of that gentleman. There's another shot of that gentleman ringing somebody up. Here he is with his posse, as I say, and it's a brotherhood. And there he is. And that's Mr. Ted Barrett. That's an umpire's umpire. And that gentleman earns respect. He doesn't command it, demand it. He is an umpire's umpire in my book. I love watching the guy do his craft out there in the field, major league umpire, obviously, and there's a lot to be learned and taught by this particular individual. However, we're going to touch, like I said, analytical, assertive, amiable, animated. So if I told you I could help you accelerate your sales process out there, if I told you I could help your people sell more profitable business, you interested? What would that mean to you? So let's take a quick look. Let's delve into this stuff and let's see what I'm talking about. You know, somebody's probably sitting out there saying, man, Gessert, where are you going with this? So let's take a look at this guy right here, the assertive, right? Everybody seems to be afraid of the assertive. But let me tell you something. That's not the person you need to take caution from or step back from or be afraid of. Okay? Not really. And we're going to show you why right here today. So, what is an assertive? You know, what are they about? They're quick, they're decisive, they're competitive, they are aggressive, and they are to the point. And these people do not play around. They are a risk taker. Now, when you talk to them, when you engage with them, you know, you can't get real amped up like I am right now. You got to go boom, 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 and bullet form and talk to them that way. If you don't believe me, talk to some assertives. Now, with that, you know, when you look at the word assertive, I'm kidding around here. It's Freeform Friday, so you go ASS. Some of them are, and some of them are assertive to the nth degree. But I'll show you once again quick, decisive, competitive, aggressive, to the point, and they're risk takers. Yes, indeed. So let's look at somebody else out there. How about these amiables, right? What's up with them? What are they all about? So I'm just kind of picking and random through. I'm going through here. So let's see what an amiable's about. They're agreeable. They're dependable. They're conforming. They're supportive. They're calm. They're a peacemaker. Agreeable, dependable, conforming, supportive, calm, peacemaker. So when you deal with this type of individual, this is how you have to approach your engagement with them. This is how you converse. Now, my point being in sharing this, when I earlier showed you Ted Barrett, one thing an umpire has to be is he has to be a jack of all trades. And when I say that, I'm talking about from a behavioral perspective. They have to be analytical, assertive, amiable, and animated during their time out on the field. Even if they're not that assertive, it will come out. So let's look at the next type of thing here. Animateds. Oh, yes. Let's talk about animateds. Woohoo! They're off to see the wizard, man. These people are tripping. Now, you get a bunch of animateds together and they're having a good time. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's raining cats and dogs, it doesn't matter what's going on out there. They are going to have a good time. It's like, woo, party time, baby. Let's rock. And so they're dramatic, they're excitable, they're a dreamer, they're free spirited, they're enthusiastic, and they are risk takers. And when you get a group of those folks together, man, it is just like off the chart. They just go for it and have a great time. So remember, when you're dealing with the animated, and I'll put it up there again, this is what you're going to have to think about when you talk to them, whether it's in business, whether it's social. Just think about it. Hey, this person's animated, and I'm not saying you put people in a box. By all means, no, you've got to be yourself, but you've got to alter the way you come across to them. And if you are dramatic, you are excitable, you talk with your hands, you talk about dreams, you talk, you're enthusiastic about your approach. They're going to say, "Hey, you know what? That Mark dude, he's pretty cool, man. He's like me. He's into what I'm doing here. This is really neat." So, you know what? That's a good thing, right? Not bad. And that's how you're going to relate to people. So, with all that, there is one more. Now, did I get to it? This is the one to me, the one you have to fear. And let me tell you why. Analytical. Analytical. What are they about? Sometimes when you talk to an analytical, it's like talking to the wall. And I'm going to share with you why that is. Now, these are things that we teach at Sales Concepts. And I said, and I'm going to say it again, we will accelerate your sales process. We will help you sell more profitable business. Okay? Now, you still interested or not? So here's the deal. Let's look at analytical. All right? What are they about? They're precise. They're practical. They're systematic. They're calculating. They're inquisitive. They're logical. When I think about an analytical, my brother's an engineer, I think about Dennis. He went to Georgia Tech, and that's how he approaches everything. He's a retired lieutenant colonel. He knows his craft, and now he's doing things that you would not even believe. He's out of the Army. So it's kind of cool to watch him transform. But predominantly, this is how he thinks because he went to West Point, and this is what they teach: precision, practicality, being systematic, being calculating, being inquisitive, and being logical. And you have to be that, particularly when you're commanding, people in the armed forces. And that's not a bad characteristic or a trait or behavioral characteristic to have. So I wanted to share that with you. And I say these are the ones that you don't know what they're thinking when you're doing your pitch, if you want to call it that, or when you're presenting, or like I like to say, you're out there performing, and you just don't know. There's always that one person that they're just like sitting there, and you don't know what's going on inside that mind. And that's because as you speak, they're sitting there and they're just being real precise and they're listening to everything you say. So make sure you have things in order. They're practical and very systematic, calculating and inquisitive. They'll ask questions and they'll remember how you answer it. And you better do it in a logical format because that will make sense, total sense to them. So I'm going to go up here. I wanted to share this with you. So we talked about my fame one, the analytical, and then it was assertive, and then amiable, and then animated. And these are things that we teach. You can see it scrolling right there. Salesconcepts.com. There's my number, 678-624-0895. Like I said, we will help you sell more profitable business. And if you're interested, go to our website. All right, so let's see who's out here who said hello. Okay, it was Robert. Hey, Robert, what's up, man? Excuse my rant, but I had to get in that. So I'll put up my contact info. I'll stick it up here so you can see it. This is how you can get in touch with me. And again, Sales Concepts, Mark Gassert, 678-624-0895. Feel free to check us out. Salesconcepts.com. Whether you want to talk to us about a customized program, whether you want to talk to us about weekly Wednesday workshops, which are 60 minutes of pure engagement that you can take out into the marketplace and make a penny or two. It's applicable. Or if you want to take some of our standardized programs that we offer. So we work with a lot of different organizations, industries, you name it. We've been there, we've done it. We've been doing it for like 40 plus years. And yes, we bring the content directly to you because it is virtual. So we offer that. Just wanted to share this with you. Yeah, thanks, Robert. Robert says, got it, Mark. I guess, Robert, I'm a little amped. But anyway, I felt compelled today to share this with you about and remember what we talked about. And just as a reminder, I'll kind of go through here and you can tell me if I'm all wet. But what we talked about, analytical, right? Then we talked about assertive, right? Then we also talked about amiable. And then the last one, off to see the wizard, the animateds. That's Party Time USA, them animateds. You know, I kind of like them because they do have a good time regardless of what happens out there. So that's a cool thing. You got they like got a yes attitude, what I call to the nth degree. So with all that, I am going to back it on down, right? I got to go out there and do my thing. That just means you are alive and it's a good thing. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that, sir. You know, some people say I do get amped up, and that's okay. And then there's times when you got to come down from that too, you know? And usually in the evening, I start, winding down a little bit. So, during the course of the day, I'm up early, I'm rocking and rolling, I'm making things happen, I'm making calls. Today, I apologize. I haven't been on Emerging Sales Winners for a couple days, but the reason is today I had back to back two Zoom calls. So they kind of lasted a little bit long and it was very engaging. And, we're talking dollars and cents. So I got a son that's getting married November 21st. Can you believe that? So that's going to be a trip too. And with this, I'm going to say, as always in Mark's message, don't forget, be a leader, be a friend, be a service, right? And remember, if you want to know more about analyticals, assertives, amiables, animateds, and how we can help you accelerate your sales process, how we can help you sell more profitable business, or put you in a position so you're in front of the right people that will say yes, there is my contact information and call me. You can call me crazy, but call me any day of the week, even on Saturdays. 678-624-0895. Once again, this was Mark's message. Peachtree Corners, Georgia. Yes, it is still the peachiest place right here on the planet. With that, have a rest of a successful Friday. Propel it into Saturday. Spend it with your family. Invest some time with them. And then rekindle, get rejuvenated, and get ready for the next week so you can kick butt. Again, Mark Gassert, Sales Concepts. Peachtree Corners, Georgia, the peachiest place on the planet, via Mark's message. Have a sensational Friday, and I will see you Monday. Talk to you.